all off season, it was the talk of, well, the off season. Who was going to go number one? Who was going to go number two in the 2021 NFL draft? And we kind of knew. If we're not kidding ourselves, we kind of definitely knew that it was going to be Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson, because that narrative for the Jets, we knew at number two, the Jaguars at number one, we knew that they were probably going to go Wilson at number two because they had just traded Sam Darnold. Well, we are now through the NFL draft, the 2021 NFL draft, which produced some surprises, and that does include the Jets as well. So, before we get into it, before we get into grading the Jets' 2021 draft picks, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show, and we greatly appreciate all the support that we've already gotten. So, with that, we need to consider a couple of different things. We knew already that they were going to get a franchise quarterback. So, I really like Zach Wilson, and I really think he was the guy for the Jets. Now, to start with the Zach Wilson at number two, the Jets really only had either Wilson Wilson or Fields. It was Wilson. We knew it was. A little bit of a background on Zach Wilson. I played 3 years at BYU, Brigham Young University, and was okay in his first couple of years there, but broke out this year, just 2020. He just went out there and got it. 33 touchdown passes, only 3 interceptions, nearly 3,700 yards passing, completed 73, nearly 74% of his passes. Man, it was just out there. Also ran for 10 rushing touchdowns. And if you watch the tape of Zach Wilson, you find a guy that I fully believe has the capability to be just as good, if not better, than Trevor Lawrence. He really does. But we're not. That's why there's number one, number two. But for right now, clearly Trevor Lawrence is the better quarterback right now. But he's going into a better situation than what Sam Darnold went into, and we're going to get into a lot of the things that the Jets did as well. But I love the Darnold pick. I felt like it was a no-brainer because not only was he the best quarterback on the board, but he was very clearly the second-best quarterback in this draft class. And you saw a guy, as you watched him progress through his reads in college, as you watched him game after game at BYU, you saw a guy that got not only more confident in his abilities, but a guy that really, I think, showed up who he was. And I'm really excited about this pick. I think the Jets finally got their guy in Zach Wilson, and I'm not afraid to say it. Clearly gave the pick an A. Not even afraid to admit it. Zach Wilson here, getting him here. Of course, I mean, we all kind of knew it, but I mean, it's one thing to do it. It's another thing to be there the entire offseason, because we've seen some wild things go down in the draft. So I definitely think the Jets made the right call here and were able to get it done. Really love the Zach Wilson pick here at number two. I think it's going to be great. And I think Sam Darnold's going to do really good with the Panthers too. So next pick. This one shocked me. As a Vikings fan, I didn't envision them trading down. I really didn't. But when I saw it was the Jets trading up, I'm like, okay, what is this going to be for? Well, with the 14th overall selection, they drafted Elijah Vera-Tucker, guard at USC. And if I'm being honest, I'm a little jealous of the pick. I thought Elijah Vera-Tucker was a couple things, actually. I thought he was one of the best guards in the draft class. I think Wyatt Davis is, just saying. But I think he was one of the best, and certainly a guy that you can be very confident moving forward in who you got. So I personally thought as the Jets, you probably could have got him at 23, but okay, it's whatever. At the end of the day, you do what you got to do to be able to go up and get your guy, and I think it was a good pick at the end of the day. I know it was a good pick. And, obviously a little bit of a background on Mr. Elijah Vera-Tucker. Was a 2020 Phil Steele All-American Honorable Mention, All Pac-12 First Team, AP All Pac-12 First Team, Pro Football Focus All Pac-12. They just keep coming down. Also a USC captain, of course, and also won the 2020 Morris Trophy. I mean, Elijah Vera-Tucker was just the man. And you know what? Honestly, I love the pick, and I think he's going to be something special there for the Jets. Now, again, you got Mekhi Becton at left tackle. You got Elijah Vera-Tucker at guard. Man, oh man, you guys are just going to protect Wilson, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're talking about a guy 6'4", 315 coming out of Bishop O'Dowd High School, originally from Oakland, California. And I'll tell you one thing, former 4-star recruit, committed to USC, and just dominated. Watch his tape. He's a mean mamma jamma going after some people. So I really like this pick. Again, didn't necessarily see the value in trading up. I felt like you could have got him at 23, but it is what it is. They went up and got their guy, and it was a great pick. So another A for me. You solidify that left side of the offensive line with Mekhi Becton already there, then Elijah Vera-Tucker, and the rest of it's going to get figured out along the way because you got his blind side protected. It's going to be great. I'm really excited for these two, for those two offensive linemen, and for Zach Wilson. So you got you an A there. I really love the pick. Then with the in the second round, now here we go. With the 34th overall pick, they selected Elijah Moore. Now, I fell in love with Elijah Moore the more I watched him at Ole Miss. I mean, you want to talk about a guy that can just straight up fly and do his thing. I mean, just really came on in his junior year, and I really loved it. I think he's going to be a great target for Zach Wilson moving forward, and I think he's going to be a lot of fun to watch because this man can just straight up fly, he can catch the football, he goes over, he makes those plays. That's what you like to see. But a little bit of a background on Elijah Moore: 5'11", 181 coming out, St. Thomas Aquinas High School, originally from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 4-star recruit before he committed to Ole Miss there. Freshman year, caught 36 passes for nearly 400 yards and a couple scores. Next, came back as a sophomore, caught 67 passes for 850 yards and 6 touchdowns. Junior year, boom, that's where it was. In 8 games, caught 86 passes for nearly 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. That seems pretty good. 10 catches, 120, 130 yards a game and a touchdown. Yeah, he is the real deal. You pair him with Denzel Mims, and you get a lot of other talent with this Jets roster that's I actually think they're pretty good. I don't think they're clearly not a contending team, but getting Elijah Moore in there, Denzel Mims, going to be a lot of fun with this team moving forward. And they got more more talent moving forward too. And also, I mean, they got Tevin Coleman, Corey Davis, and all those guys too. But at the end of the day, also, I have a deep love for Chris Herndon too. I really do. Even Jamison Crowder is still there. So I'm really excited for this and how this is going to shape up, because at the end of the day, this Jets team is going to start proving some people wrong, and I'm extremely excited to see what that's going to be like. So they finally got some weapons for Wilson. They got him an offensive line. This is an immensely better position. This is almost unfair for Sam Darnold, because he really essentially, one can make the argument he really didn't nearly have this kind of a supporting cast. So I feel a little bit bad for Sam Darnold, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But love the Elijah Moore pick here with this, getting him in the second round. I thought it was perfect. I'm going to go another A here. Love the pick. I feel like he's going to do a lot of great things for them moving forward. But in the fourth round, now we jump to the Jets with the 107th overall pick, selected Michael Carter, running back out of the North Carolina Tar Heels. We know who we're talking about. But Michael Carter, a guy that really, as you watch his tape, you fall in love with how he is as a player, and you find a guy that really goes out there and gets it done. And at the end of the day, selected by the Jets in the fourth round, a guy that ran for back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons as a Tar Heel, also a career 22 touchdowns, 3,400 yards rushing. Also did catch 82 passes for 6 touchdowns. So more of a running back, but more of a running back, not necessarily a great pass-catching option. But hey, the Jets, I think that especially with what you saw, and then they got Tevin Coleman. Ty Johnson did some things last year. I'm really excited for this pick. Getting him here, I thought it was a pretty good pick. I really did. I thought you got him at the right place. You got him there, and I was really excited to see him go in the fourth round because there was a lot that was in terms of question where I thought he was going to go. But you love the pick. He's going to provide some more explosiveness for that Jets team. Another guy to give the football to, and I'm really excited for this pick. Personally, I think with how things ended up, I'm going to give this pick a B+, just because I would like to see, maybe there was a lot of good offensive linemen still on the board. Excuse me. So I really do appreciate this pick, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do, and I think he's going to go take care of business. Later on in the fifth round, with the 146th overall selection, the Jets select linebacker Jamien Sherwood. This was I thought this was kind of a steal in a way. I didn't know he was going to go this late. I thought he would actually go probably in that third to fourth round, but because I really liked what he did. A total in his junior year, he had 75 total tackles, had a sack as well. In his career at Auburn, he had 140 total tackles, also had a pick his freshman year. You saw a guy that with his length, 6'2", 220, he can move. I felt like he probably could have gone early, but I understand the pick here. I really like the value. I really like where they were able to get him. And I think, that Jets defense is going to start coming together. And it's going to really start doing well. Leonard Williams, I think, is one of the best up-and-coming defensive tackles in the NFL. I made a video about how I think he could be. Is he the next Aaron Donald? I don't know about that, but I see some similarities. So at the end of the day, I did like the Sherwood pick. I gave it a B because at the end of the day, I think he's going to do some things for this Jets defense, who really needs some help. And then and he's going to continue to do some things and provide at least quality depth, if not a good special teamer for the Jets. Still staying in the 5th round with the 104th selection in the 2021 NFL Draft, the New York Jets selected Michael Carter II out of Duke. Now, we kind of knew that the Jets needed some help. When you trade away a guy like Jamal Adams in the secondary, you kind of knew that he was, you were going to probably get some guys in the draft. But the Marcus May, those guys kind of took it over, so I was really not that shocked about it. So you talked about a guy in Michael Carter that really, in my mind, found a way to get it done and was really he did his thing. That's all you need to do. You know what? At the end of the day, coming from a university like Duke, you really liked what you saw. A guy that had 135 total career tackles, a sack and a half. You watch his tape. He is around the football when he has to be. I really like how he plays in terms of opening up and being able to go and contest those catches. So 4 total interceptions in his time at Duke. Also 1.5 career sacks. And like I said, I thought it was a really good pick, especially in that later round, to be able to in the 5th round rather, to be able to get a guy that really you could. I think you could probably just put about anywhere, but a guy like Michael Carter, I think, is going to come in and provide a lot of value for the Jets with whatever it is, special teams, playing on the defense right away, whatever it is. I'm really excited about this pick. And hey, the Jets needed corner help, and they got it, and they got it again with the 175th pick, overall pick in the 5th round, with Jason Pinnock. Now, excuse me, Jason Pinnock was, in my mind, I thought he had some really good ball skills and I top-notch athleticism. Now, as a guy that you see and you question, for me at least, it really all comes down to what the Jets are going to do with him. Now, at the end of the day, where they're going to put him. Now, a guy that's 6 foot, had 3 picks his senior year at the University of Pittsburgh. Pretty excited. Now, the reason I think he fell was because I don't think he was really a full-time starter until his junior and senior around that age. But he that time frame, only played 8 games his junior year and 9 games his senior year. So, at the end of the day, I do like this pick. I think if you are the Jets, you're looking for players that can go up and get the football. And Pinnock did a great job of that his senior year. So I like the pick, gave it a B. Overall, really excited to see. Again, the Jets just keep going after corners here because they need the help. And who knows, maybe he can come out and provide some help as well. And he's going to be on special teams. So it's going to be really fun to see what he provides there. Then in the 6th round, with the 186th pick, the Jets selected, I hope I get this right. Half these names are very, very tough. But I was really high on him. Linebacker Hamza Nasir Ladin. Hopefully that's probably not even right. But coming out of Florida State. And I was really shocked as to the explosiveness this young man had. I felt like he was a guy that, for a lot of the tape I watched, just not afraid to get down and dirty, and I really liked it. A guy coming out of Florida State, now a 6th round pick, rather. Just went out and got after it. More of a DB throughout his time at Florida State, but his junior year had over 100 tackles, 91 tackles the year before that, had a couple of picks as well. Not the biggest guy, so I don't necessarily, at 6'4", 220, lengthy athlete. I really like this pick because the Jets are getting experience. They're getting a guy that is tall, lanky, can maybe provide a little bit in terms of a pass rush, if maybe you could unlock some stuff there. But I really like the pick here. Overall, only had 1 sack in his college career, but you talk about a guy that's 6'4", maybe coming off the edge, could provide a little something. Got speed, got all that. Really excited for this pick. I gave it a B+ because you're really betting on the future of. I'm gonna try. I'm not even gonna say. I'm just gonna say Hamza N. That's all I'm gonna say. Hamza N. That's it. I'm not gonna try to say his last name because he provides. He provides a lot of value for the Jets here, especially getting him here in the 6th round. And I'm for one, am actually very excited to see what he does. And then in the 6th round, we continue. The Jets, with the 200th pick, selected Brandon Echols out of Kentucky. Now, if we're being honest, I felt like going 3 corners was maybe a little excessive, but you know what? At the end of the day, hey, you identify your need and you go after it. And at the end of the day, you're definitely very happy about it. So, especially getting that help, because again, you need the corner was a major need for the Jets. So, a guy that was a 2-year player for Kentucky as junior and senior year, and was had 108 total tackles, 1 sack. Also had a pick his senior year, and you know what? I really like the pick. You watch his tape, you see a guy that's out there scrappy, not afraid to get after it in the run game. Overall, I think, again, going 3 strikes after corner, I think you really like this pick because, again, they're getting these guys, not 3 other than, Hamsaw, but 3 corners here in this draft so far that I feel like are really going to help out this Jets team that, at the end of the day, like I said, are going to be fun to watch. And at the very least, they'll have special teams help. That's all you can say about that. So, but no, really liked Echols. Felt like he was going to provide a lot for the Jets here. So we'll see how it goes. And obviously, this now with 3 corners in this draft. It's no longer about depth. They've got plenty of depth in the secondary. So I'm really excited to see what he does. And you talk about a 5'11", 200-pound guy, got plenty of athleticism. And obviously as you look to help out with his coverage skills, you're going to learn more about that as you watch him. But hey, he's a top pick, and I'm really excited to see what he does. And then finally, with their last pick, in the 6th round, last pick overall, 207th overall, that is, they selected Jonathan Mitchell, defensive tackle out of Arkansas. Now, I almost saw some similarities with with Marshall and Armand Watts, the Vikings defensive tackle that they selected out of Arkansas last year. But you talk about a guy that is just power. I mean, he's got power in the hind haunches. He's got the raw ability that you want. But I do think, and this is, again, the reason I say that, he reminds me a lot of Armand Watts is because I think improving his consistency could be something very, very big. But I mean, you talk about a guy, Jonathan Marshall, rather, at 6'3", 317. Went in there, had 6.5 tackles for loss his senior year. Also had 35 tackles, also had a sack. If you watch him on tape, there are moments where you're kind of wowed, and the other moments, again, you're wanting for more of that consistency. But overall, I gave the back-to-back picks here with Marshall and Echols, both B's. I really like it. And overall, with the Jets NFL draft, the 2021 NFL draft, I gave it an A because I love this draft. You talk about shoring up that left side of the offensive line with Elijah Vera-Tucker, who again is going to be next up Mekhi Becton. You got your future franchise quarterback. You've got nothing but picks for days other than Elijah Moore. Picks for days on the defense, and then you also got Elijah Moore out there in the 2nd round. Man, I love that. I think he's going to do a lot of things for them, and also Michael Carter. We talk about the running back out of the UNC, excuse me. But then after that, you got linebacker, corner, and then you get another linebacker corner. It's just these defensive picks are what's going to hopefully start to pan out for the Jets as they look to get back in contention. You know what? I think this is a great rebuilding class. You got your future franchise quarterback again. Give it an A. Really excited to see what the Jets do with these picks and how they develop moving forward. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate it. And we're going to continue doing all of these draft grades of all 32 NFL teams. So if you could, and also if you would like to follow us on all social media, we do leave all of our links and handles down in the description below, so you guys can check that out. If you'd like to listen to us on iTunes, we are on iTunes as well as Anchor and all of that. And finally, to check out, we're going to invite you guys to check out our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. Really excited for that. So we appreciate you guys. We hope you guys enjoy this Jets draft class and really, just get ready for the NFL season.